Hi there, Sophie Howard here. I have been a long-term user of a platform called Udemy, and it's a bit of a strange name. I think it's sort of a cross between university and academy, and it's a great platform for lots and lots and lots of short courses to quickly learn some skills in both business and sort of some life skills as well. So some technical, some IT, some productivity, you name it. There's a whole bunch of courses on this platform called Udemy that might be really useful to you. So I've been using this platform for years, and I've also put quite a lot of my team through it. So I might not need to learn about how to run Pinterest ads myself, but maybe one of my team does. And when I need to learn something like that quickly and efficiently and best practice, Udemy would be the platform I send them to, because the courses are very low price, they're very specific subjects, they're very tight, short courses, expert instructors, and if I just share with you here on my screen share what it looks like, you can see all these different categories here: sort of web development stuff, business, entrepreneurship, communications, finance and accounting. So if somebody was about to set themselves up as a freelance bookkeeper, this would be a great place to get some good training and stay up to date. Some tech ones, IT and software. Don't think I've ever done any of those ones myself, but I have certainly done some of the office productivity ones. Personal development, productivity, career development, parenting, even in relationships. So within all these, there's tons and tons of different niches and sub-niches of different specific skills that you might want to learn. So we've got design, which is a really good thing to stay current with, because the trends there do definitely change, and what the market sees as best practice and what's working today. This is a great way to stay up to date. Marketing, huge amount of courses in this platform for marketing, health and fitness, and even music. So whether you want to learn more about yoga, music, your voice training, or bookkeeping on Zero, or how to write in Python, there's so much on here. And you can see that the courses start at just $11.99. So they're very, very cost-effective ways to learn very specific skills. So there's pros and cons with all these things. It's a short course. They tend to be really well presented, broken down into nice short training videos. And there's often some downloads or some extra resources shared by the tutor. I think we call them tutors or teachers or educators. Whoever's running the site, they often share some extra goodies with the students who've signed up. And what I'll do is take you through the review I did. It's a full article on coursereviewers.com, and you can read this in your own time a bit more slowly, but I'll take you through the big sections of what I think were the standout points for Udemy. So there's 22,000 courses, so many different subjects, and I think the ones that's probably best on are things like design or any of the tech ones. I think they're really strong for that. If you had to learn how to use pivot tables in Excel, this is an absolute no-brainer, the best place to go and get a course like that. If you need to learn how to do really good quality PowerPoint presentations, or learn how to use a new AI tool like ChatGPT, these will be really good presenters with really good practical training. So it's really practical, it's not a theoretical course. These are really like how to use these tools, how to quickly get competent with this skill set. So in terms of where this sits in online education, it's very practical, hands-on, people doing the doing. It's not like a theoretical MBA course, but I'd say that the training you could pick up from here with a little bit of budget is actually world class for some of the subjects, because the tutors can very quickly upload new training and keep it all up to date with what the market's interested in. So we have got some pros and cons here. The diverse range of courses is really unparalleled. So a platform like Masterclass is great for hearing from Ray Dalio about investing, but you can't just choose your subject and hope Masterclass has got a course on it. It doesn't quite work like that. It's more expert-led on their sort of celebrity status, really, a lot of the Masterclass presenters. So it's not as Wild West as something like YouTube, where anyone can just teach anything with no kind of idea who they are and what they're talking about. So the fact you're paying for the course and Udemy's presenting it keeps the quality of the teaching up. So you get world-class instructors, and you can self-pace the learning, and you can sort of tick off the stage you're up to in your training modules and follow it through. So there might be downloads or workbooks. The tutors make it really easy for you to implement the learning as well. But the downside, of course, with all these things, there's always pros and cons. Anybody can be a tutor on Udemy. So masterclass, those celebrities, Gordon Ramsay's shoulder tapped and asked, would you like to present a course on cooking on masterclass? And they do a deal. And then you have an absolute rock star present their subject on masterclass. And the quality is so high and the expertise is absolutely a given. Whereas on here, some people do a home recording of some boring PowerPoint slides, and it's a bit boring, or they aren't a great presenter, or they aren't the best expert on that subject. It's probably the easiest way to describe that. So anybody can self-nominate as an expert, but you can generally pretty quickly tell if this training is going to be useful. If you're getting training on how to do pivot tables in the demos of how to use pivot tables on Excel, you'll pretty easily be able to tell if that person teaching you can do them or not. So they're not for the really, really serious subjects of big business strategy, decision making. This is like filling the gaps of little specific skills is where I feel Udemy does best. So lots of courses. I've used lots of these courses myself and for my team, and I've paid for my team to do these courses. Some of mine have been just $12 and great value. Some of them have been $100 plus, but they do have very generous sales, which is good. And I've often bought a whole bundle of sites when there's been a good sale on. And in fact, I think there's one on right now. So you should have a look at some of the links throughout this article and see if there's anything you need to learn about and go and grab it while it's on a special discount. So it's very accessible, it's very budget friendly, and there's a lot of really high quality content. You are responsible for managing your own learning. Nobody's going to follow up with you and say, look, you didn't finish this, or how's your training going? But they do actually, as you sign up for the course, suggest that you block in some learning sessions in your calendar, and they actually facilitate that in quite a clever high-tech way. So you'll get lots of help and motivation from the platform in completing your course, but it really is up to you. They can't sort of sit and phone you up and say, where are you? You're meant to be on a call now. So you set the pace, you choose the times, and it's really flexible, which is a pro, but it's all down to your motivation to complete the learning. So here's one that's about WordPress, and you can see here you tick the video, you've watched this one for 1 minute, or you download this thing, or you complete a quiz to show that you've understood everything so far. So WordPress is great thing to learn. This would be exactly the kind of subject to learn about on Udemy. In fact, I've put some of my team through WordPress trainings on Udemy. So you can schedule your learning time. You can see here the screenshot, get started. This will take you through a few links to your calendar to block out learning sessions, and that's a really great way to proactively organize yourself to do the learning sessions. Usually the courses have an overview, different sections, lectures, some have quizzes or assignments. There's no official certification from Udemy. Sometimes you'll get a certificate of completion, which can be handy, but it's not registered to any governing body. That's just a piece of paper that you couldn't really use to land a job, but it would show that you're committed and you finish things, and that's really worthy. I love hiring people who are committed to learning and finish things, so that's good. You get lifetime access, and these tools and services and courses all work on mobile, and they're very easy to follow. So in the course overview of that example there, you can see how many videos there are, how many students have completed it, how long the training will take, and also the skill level, the language, and captions. So that's really helpful if you need to quickly decide which course is best for you. They call the training sessions lectures, although they don't feel like lectures. This is not old school hours of droning on at a blackboard or whiteboard. You know, there's often some PowerPoint, but often some face to camera, and the instructors are generally really high quality. And if you choose a subject, a presenter that's got high reviews, I'll take you over to one here. So say we went to office productivity, personal development, personal productivity. If I was choosing one here, 6,000 plus people giving it an average of 4.6 stars out of 5 for $14, that's going to generally be a pretty high quality learning experience. So It's a low cost up front. There's a lot of social proof that both the volume and the quality of students who've been through it before think it's good. You can see this one's 2.5 hours, all levels, and it's the most popular course on productivity and automation. There's also an updated version too. So that's good, you get a nice little snapshot. Personal finance, literacy and investments only had 89 people, but look how high scoring it is. 89 people have said it's 4.9 stars for $12. That's pretty good, isn't it? You've got things like ChatGPT. This will be new, so let's see. 15,000 people on ChatGPT, or 15,000 reviews, and that's probably only a tenth of the people who've actually done the course. So 4.5 stars, pretty good. High score there. I would be happy with anything at 4.5 or above. If something's in the threes, I'm going to be a bit dubious about it. And they sometimes put a tag on hot and new, but you can see it's a pretty simple course, pretty simple site to navigate to find the best course for you. Really easy design. They've had some design help themselves because this is actually really easy to go and find what you're looking for. Interior design, other design. I've just hired a user experience design person who's actually using Figma on a site of mine. I've outsourced that so I don't need to be an expert, but if I thought somebody in my team needed to be an expert, I would put them through one of these courses for a few hours for a few tens of dollars and they'd be up and away. So let me just keep to the structure of my article review. So we've got the course sections, the lectures, quizzes and assignments, and discussion boards. I've never myself really participated much in the discussion boards, but for some subjects that could be really valuable. Maybe you find other like-minded people on the course and do some accountability stuff with them. Often there's downloads, there might be a template or a checklist or a cheat sheet for something you're learning about, or some links to other resources you might need. You've got lifetime access. You get a certificate of completion. That's always cool. Nice feeling to complete something. You get to meet the instructors, so they'll explain a bit about their background and qualifications. Sometimes they're teachers in a university, and this is like an extra product they've put together to sell as a side hustle for some extra income. Some might be school teachers, some might be practitioners in the field. There's entrepreneurs here selling their education services and leading you into other products or services they have. We've got life coaches, we've got academic instructors, we've got health and wellness people, that's always a good crew, and the enthusiasts and hobbyists. So read the bios, check the credentials yourself, and for some subjects the credentials matter more than others. If you're trying to become a tax accountant, I would say this is not the place to learn accounting, but for something like best practice zero bookkeeping as a freelancer, perfect. So some subjects just suit the university format, and you're going to need a degree or a tertiary qualification to practice. This is more the tier below, the really operational level training. There's a nice community. The website's really well laid out. The pricing is fantastic. So I think when I opened this just now, there was a sale running right now ending in 12 hours. But there's often a promotion running, so that's good, check back. And the courses, so what I had a look at were the 13 high-level categories, which are these ones. And I had a look at the top selling, most popular courses within each of these categories. So we've got web developers or Java, mindset, minutes at meetings, that's a good skill, IT project management. Some people using this might be employed and trying to get more productive at work or get promoted at work or enjoy their work more, get just better skills. Some of the people taking these courses might be entrepreneurs, somebody wanting to just upskill to perform better in their own business, and some are more kind of lifestyle ones, time management, there's some parenting ones, there's mind mapping, emotional resilience for stress. I'll let you take your time looking through these when you click on the article. Marketing, SEO training, that's a good subject. Great thing for freelancing. Public relations, that's really changed as an industry lately. Then we've got all, dog CPR. It's a pretty eclectic mix here. Reiki, travel writing, photography, so personal interests, military close combat training. But it's from Captain Chris Pizzo, so, he might be the best person to learn this from. Golf swing, can you learn that from a video? Maybe. guitar lessons, piano, life coach, business English for ESL, probability and statistics. I mean, there'll be a bunch of university students who, compulsory subject, have to get through it, but they just need some extra tuition, and you could hire a tutor, or you could watch this course, and this course would be fantastic. Now, there are other courses out there. So Coursera is a little bit more formal with its education, a bit more linked into that kind of academic qualification. Skillshare is another great platform. They've got 30,000 online courses, similar pricing. I think Udemy is a bit more niche, and they're not massively different, but you get the benefit of just being able to pick and choose which courses you need on Udemy, which is nice. They don't have a monthly or yearly subscription, but you pay per class. So check out Skillshare as well. And then LinkedIn Learning's another big platform, which I'll do a whole review of one day, because they have some great career-oriented training sessions on there too. So access for Udemy is really simple. You choose the course you want and pay with your credit card. It's lifetime access. You can watch it on your mobile. There's an app which is cool. You can cancel really easily, and you even have a 30-day refund period, so that's pretty generous. And they've always offered that refund promptly, in my experience. There's a very broad audience here, from complete beginners on a tight budget to experts wanting advanced knowledge. And the way it works is the individual instructors upload their training. Users search for certain keywords or browse the whole category, buy the course, and then leave their feedback. So by the time you're buying it, the course should be pretty well tested out by other users, so you can feel confident buying. It's not accredited in the traditional way, but it's nice to have a certificate of completion. Lifetime, high quality is a little bit variable. You'd get bad feedback from the other users if the quality wasn't good. So that's my way of not worrying about that. There's often a discussion board. It's not a subscription for individuals, but there is a business version of Udemy called Udemy for Business, which you can check out. And I think it's a really good platform. I'm really happy with everything I've ever bought from this platform, Udemy. They're very easy to drive. The website, the layout's easy, the value's great, the range of subjects is huge, and I'd highly recommend it. So there's over 500,000 people have just done this Figma course. I mean, there's some big volumes going through this platform, which for me is proof that it's a really good learning experience. So I hope that was useful. Check out the whole article, and all the links in there will take you through to the relevant places, different courses or different sections, the refund policy or whatever. We've tried to make this article really comprehensive, because here at Course Reviewers we do so many courses and we love reviewing them, so that if you're sitting looking at courses that might be relevant and useful for what you're trying to learn, we can help point you to the best place to learn different skills. So I'm Sophie Howard. I love doing courses. I'll be continuing to do more reviews like this as I sit and go through more online trainings and courses myself, and when I find a good one I'll be sure to review it. And if I find something that I don't think is great, I'll be equally honest about that. Nobody ever pays us to write good reviews about these different platforms or courses. We're totally neutral. Just really enjoy lifelong learning and helping other people looking to invest in online education make the best choices. So if you're looking at Udemy, I think it's a really safe bet, and especially with the refund period, it's a super safe bet. So a great place to go and clock up some quality learning. So enjoy the learning, and I hope you've enjoyed this article and this video review of the article. Thanks everyone, see you soon, and good luck out there, bye.